The thing is now... Oh, good. There we go. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Hello, and welcome to the redesigned Ben71824 podcast. I'm here joined, happily, with myself, Alex, and Deck. You haven't seen Alex before. You might have. On the street. I can hear myself. So yeah. Welcome, guys. So before I officially start, or we start, I just want to point out that first of all, that we are having a few or undergoing a few changes at the moment. Whoever's got the echo going, like it's annoying me.
I think it might be Derek.
All right. Oh, that's the wrong thing anyway. Whoops.
I moved it away from the speakers.
Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, we are undergoing some new changes on my channel. Or basically, really on everyone's channel, who's part of the team. So that's Luke's, Dex, mine. Is Alex on it? I think so. Yeah. So
Yes.
we're undergoing a few changes on our channels. Channel art's changed. Luke, some of the avatars will be changing soon. So yeah. Also, I want to mention that Luke has started now streaming. Now. Doing videos.
Recording on his channel.
Yeah, as well as Deck, who's starting to get into the role of doing videos now, around every single day, in quotations. So yeah, really. So I'm quite hyped. So yeah, but welcome. We're taking a new try on the Ben71824 podcast. I'll just run through, before I officially start, a few things. If you guys are new to the Ben71824 podcast, welcome. But if you, this is a podcast designed for you guys to sit back, relax, do your homework, etc., and get involved in chat if you have anything you want to say, etc. So yeah, we're talking about E3 today. Majority of it. So yeah.
Yes.
Did you guys like E3? Yeah, did we?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, there was the video on my channel showing me me and Luke's reaction to it.
Yeah, I was actually that video, like, you put, if you haven't seen it, go and check out Deck's channel. But yeah, Luke and Deck did a reaction to the what was it? The Hello Wars 2? Am I getting that right? No? Maybe not?
Maybe.
No? Cool.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, really, that was new. So that's new. That's cool. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to start off by talking about two new things that I did a separate video on. I'm going to be talking about Xbox One, Xbox Scorpio versus PS4 Neo, and also I'm also going to be talking about the new Xbox One S as well. So we'll be talking about the Xbox One S with a bit of feedback from Alex a bit later once I start talking. So yeah. Now we know the Xbox One is better than the PS4, don't we? Agree? Agree. Come on. Agree. Yeah. Now, basically, at E3, Microsoft they announced their project Scorpio, in which they confirmed, and both with the PS4 Neo from Sony. And basically, the main aspect of these two, I don't know what you'd call them. Consoles / gaming PCs, I would say. I can't really. It's a middle. But basically, they're more based around 4K and VR. Yeah. But basically, I will point out that the PS4 Nero, we haven't got a load of specs on them, on what it's going to be like. So basically, most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about will be leaked. But for the Xbox One Scorpio project, they're pulled directly from Microsoft's announcement video. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to go with specs wise, because I like specs. Don't know about you. Do we like specs? Yeah? No?
We love specs.
We do, yeah. We're all about the powerfulness. Yeah. We're more likely to choose powerful gaming PCs rather than less powerful PCs. It's just common sense, you know. Yeah. Now, basically, like most consoles, the processors are more or less AMD. So basically, the Neo is rumored to have a 2.1 gigahertz. No idea what make. 8-core CPU. Now, when we're talking about console-wise, etc., the CPU doesn't really matter that much in quotations. It does matter, but not that much. It's different when you get into PCs. But it's more about the graphics. Xbox One Scorpio has an 8-core. It's believed AMD CPU, but we have no idea what the clock speed is. Yeah, but we know. I'm guessing it's going to be AMD, because if we look at like the Xbox One, AMD, and it's one of those sort of. I haven't. Have we seen an Intel CPU in a console yet? Have we? I don't know, to be honest.
Not really sure.
I don't know. I don't think we have. So if it is, it'll be a first, to be honest. But
it's obviously asking a chicken. It's like looking into a chicken and asking if it's a turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. No idea what Deck's on about, by the way. But, you know, so, I don't. But, yeah, so basically we're now going to go on to the stuff that actually matters when we compare consoles, etc. And that's the graphics card and a sort of memory. So basically, the Xbox One Scorpio will have a 6 teraflop. So if you don't know what a teraflop is, it's basically, let's pull it into storage-wise. So, for example, a terabyte. That's, I believe, 1 trillion bytes. And a flop, for example, that's a byte basically. So there's a bit of perspective of what we're dealing with. But then we get, and then flops is I just lost myself. But yeah. So basically, it's going to have a GPU that reads and writes around 320 gigabytes a second. So it's like I have no idea, but yeah. And then with the PS4 Neo, it's going to have a 4.14 teraflop, 218 gigabytes a second, GDDR5. So yeah, so basically when I say GDDR5, they're using old sort of memory now, because moving more into the PC sort of thing, the GTX 1080, that's running, I believe it is off the top of my head, GDDR5X memory. So yeah, which if you've got that in a console, it's yeah. But the bandwidth on the RAM or memory, or however you want to pull it, will be around 320 gigabytes a second versus 218 gigabytes a second, in which the Neo will have. Again, these are all rumored again. So to be honest, when I was looking at the forum with this, saying this on, they're putting these more towards the VR and 4K route. These are like Macs. They're built for gaming. No, no, like Macs. So Macs are built for office work or high load tasks.
Business.
Yeah, basically. Not gaming. And yeah, and then basically we get onto like gaming PCs. It's in the name, gaming PCs. They're built for high load gaming tasks. Or
quick little shout out. Luke C. Evans has just commented in chat saying you need to stream more.
I try to, but the trouble is, like, I will probably
changing software.
I did post a tweet, I did announce some stuff, but I have been changing software and also a few things that have been going off in Discord, etc. So but you know, every day it's a hard aim to try and do, but I have done it. So, you know, yeah. But basically, to be honest, as I said, these consoles, if you can even call them consoles, are more towards the VR and 4K route, which is good. I love 4K. Haven't had it yet, and I love VR. Haven't had it yet. Haven't tried it at all. But yeah, to be honest, and this is where I want to get into the more sort of Xbox One S. When I saw, I should have done a reaction video on this. When I saw the trailer, I went bananas. But if you haven't seen the Xbox One S trailer, you will see it in the little video that's gladly provided by us, by Alex. In the background of the stream, you'll see the trailer going around every so often. But basically, if you have ever owned an Xbox One, or if you've ever seen an Xbox One, you know that they are quite monstrous, aren't they? They take up a lot of room, and especially since Microsoft says that you shouldn't stand it up vertically. Who's done that? Can't be honest. Who's done that?
What?
Who stood their Xbox One vertically?
Oh. Well, no one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We hope. Yeah. So basically,
it's not really for standing up like that, is it?
No. But the Xbox One is 40% slimmer than its predecessor, so the Xbox One. And in addition, you can pull it on its side without any issues, which I like. I like that. I've never been, to be honest with consoles, I'd never been a person to stand it up on its side, because there was a little
I
incident.
made a very bad decision of standing my 360 up, and I went to answer the phone, and I knocked my 360 over. And whenever you now start the 360 up, you hear a little rattle. But I'm very glad it still works.
To be honest, I remember an instance with GTA. My brother had a wired controller plugged into it, and it was on its side, and he pulled, and the whole thing with GTA went on the side, and it was my game. I went bananas, and like the Xbox was fine, but then you got the disc out, and it had these big light circles of like engraved indentations on the disc, and I had to get the disc sanded down.
Around like an old generation console, we've all had that issue.
Yeah, we have. Come on, we've all had it.
I've actually had it with GTA.
Had
it with GTA.
But you know
the thing.
But
you go ahead.
All right, okay. Because now with the Xbox One S, you can stand it on its side. Woo! That's a really big development, Microsoft.
Just be prepared if you are actually reading the disc, and if you're actually going to move it up to the standing point. Just be sure, you don't have a disc in it. My dad actually did that before.
Well, you don't have it on while it's reading a disc.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way. It's like getting a hard drive. Having it on and just giving it a big shake. You know, that's the perspective.
Yeah.
one of the things that I really like about this is that now Microsoft have bothered to put the power supply, or PSU, inside the console. Sony did this with their PS4, and now finally Microsoft have done it because it was too. Because apparently it was too much of a task. Which, if you compare the size of the Xbox One and compare it to the PS4, you can probably see that they probably had no problem fitting a power supply inside the Xbox One.
I guarantee you, if you manage to open up your Xbox One, there's just going to be a big load of space inside there.
It's like
somewhere.
there's a little message in there, you know. Fuck
yeah.
Whoops.
It's like,
yeah.
just like we do this in a couple of years' time.
Yeah.
Like,
But so yeah, that means no enormous power brick, you know, dangling down from your shelf, you know, or something like that. So
you
now
totally redeemed yourself.
yeah, now you just got a standard power cable, in which it should have been
It's
like
better
that from the
because
start.
then it takes less time to set up.
Yes.
Less wires.
Plug and play. There we go.
Plug and play. There you go.
Yeah. So yeah. So the Xbox One, I don't know the specs officially, but the Xbox One S has slightly more processing power than the original in order to support HDR, or high dynamic range, in which, when I was doing my video, I fucking forgot what that word meant. But yeah, so it's not quite 4K. Microsoft says it's 4K. It's not 4K, but there's a noticeable graphical improvements to it. I'll get onto a HDMI in a minute. So speaking of 4K, the Xbox One also doubles as a 4K Ultra HD. Yeah, they've put the word 4K Ultra in there to make it sound even cooler. Blu-ray player compared to the one in the Xbox One, which is just a Blu-ray player. So you see that they've managed to kerfuffle their words. You know, put the word 4K and Ultra, gonna buy it. So yeah. So basically, 4K gaming will have to wait until Project Scorpio. But if you want to watch 4K video on your Xbox One, you can do it with the S in August. Although it's not 4K, it's just fake 4K with a K. Fake 4K. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is possible because this is possible because the S now supports HDMI 2.0A, which has an output of 4K at 60 Hz, compared to which we currently have, which is HDMI 1.4, or if you want to go into a bit more technical, 1.4A, 1.4B. So yeah, so they've basically updated the HDMI ports to able to output 4K, except fake 4K. So yeah. But basically, a main feature that I'm quite kerfuzzled about, using my words now. Sadly, the Xbox One won't feature a dedicated port for the Kinect. Why?
It's not like you go and use it anyway.
Good point.
Wow. Nobody really does use it. Wow. It depends.
The only time you use it is around someone's house doing Just Dance.
No, the only time you use it is when your controller's running out of battery. And you want...
you
just that fat lazy person on the bed that just goes.
Well, you
Xbox
really
on
can't
and
be. You really can't be bothered to go into the menus.
Can you order Domino's? Can you order Domino's on your Xbox? Give me fucking pizza.
Even though they haven't included it, it's been replaced with an IR blaster. Which allows users to configure their Xbox One S to turn on other devices like TVs and cable boxes. So are you guys going to miss the Xbox One, Kinect, which has been part of the Xbox since 2010?
If I'm honest, I'm not, because I have never owned a Kinect, and if I did, I probably would never use it. Because, to be honest, the space... But also, for example, with the Just Dance thing, who's going to be sitting at a desk and suddenly get up and just dance around? Yeah.
Me? Bucket?
Yeah.
Not?
No, Dex, he probably will, 1 minute, like you'll see me with face cam on the stream, and then just suddenly me get up and just start doing the boogie. Hello, like yeah. So I mean, like I guess if they implemented like with the which they have with the Wii Fit, Xbox Fitness or something like that, some really smirky.
I'm sorry, but
really...
anything to do with fitness, like using a gaming console, says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Because
It's basically unacceptable.
I mean, the Wii did it, and look where the Wii is now. It's turned into a
it's
fucking Wii
basically
U.
like
You know,
having a Weight Watchers in the middle of like Burger King. It's like that.
basically, it's like your Xbox One is a cake, but you're trying to, I don't know, eat cake while work out. It just
Getting
doesn't.
healthy.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. So yeah, basically, there's no Connect port, and it's been replaced by an IR blaster, as Alex said. So yeah. Although technically not unique, the Xbox One has a redesigned controller that comes into the comes in the box. Not comes into the box because that's a different story altogether. If you know what I mean, Wick. So basically, I mean it's white, so you know the controller's white. I mean in the trailer it was, so that might.
But then the Xbox is white. It'd be a little awkward if they was to have like a black controller with it. I mean, they've even changed the color of the box.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a white box, but with a black Xbox, it came with a green box. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
They finally got the correct color schemes going on.
Yeah. So the new controller is sleeker than the standard controller, and it can that came with the Xbox One. It's able to work from twice. There we go. Twice the range of which the old Xbox One controller did work. I actually want to see if you can use your old Xbox One controller with this console. That's what I want to see.
Wow.
Yeah,
but the things that are annoying me, there's little things that annoy me about the new Xbox. You've got the on button, which is you actually have to click it, which could get jammed. Okay, you could.
Is it blue? Like you click on it and it lights up blue. I've seen something like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, but are you sure that's not because, like in the trailer, because if it was white, it would just blend in with the background, which just kind of had to have an effect.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, but so basically we're getting a new controller that has twice the range and also has a textured grip for all those people who like that sort of fluffy material, you know, on your controllers and handcuffs. Wait, what? Yeah.
Whips and chains.
Also, the thing that I quite like about this is it adds Bluetooth into the controller, which enables you guys to get your Xbox One controller and use it with your PC if it supports Bluetooth, of course. Which makes which makes the plug and play weird thing, you know, a whole lot better. So basically, wireless play on your PC now with controllers. So basically, now you can play your PC from your bed. So now your PC is now a console. Now, basically. So
no, don't go into that argument. No, we'll save that for another day.
Yeah. So basically, it's a true evolution over the original console, but despite that, it's still hard to recommend when Project Scorpio is coming next fall. That said, if you're planning to buy an Xbox One anyway, in my opinion, with some of the specs, it's not worth it. At the moment. It depends what games, you know, come out, and yeah. So, yeah, really. That's really all I have to say about that. So I'm going to hand you over to, is it Alex X? I didn't write this down.
We're going to talk about games now, aren't we?
We are, yes.
Right. So, the first game. So a lot of FIFA fans out there are aware that there's a new game mode that EA have decided to put into the game.
I'm not.
EA Sports FIFA 17 The Journey. It's a new game mode powered by Frostbite, so no more Ignite engine. Immersed in the journey, fans live their story on and off the pitch's Premier League prospect. I personally think it's a great move by EA because every year, me and a lot of other FIFA players will know that we're paying about £50 to £80, depending on what edition of the game you have, per year for a game that upgrades its graphics just slightly. So we don't usually see a difference in game modes. apart from last year's FIFA Ultimate Team draft, which I'm not a massive fan of, because it's focusing on the FIFA Ultimate Team, which is not everyone's favorite game mode. It's great to see a game mode that focuses on everyone, because not everyone in the FIFA community plays FIFA Ultimate Team, etc. So, what do you think on this? Like the new Frostbite engine and the new game mode?
To be honest, I mean, like, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the new Battlefield 1s are running on the new Frostbite engine. So, yeah, but the thing that really annoys me about FIFA is that it's just really the same game every time. No really graphical improvements.
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make. Like, I'm glad they've actually done a big difference this year in something that
I like the way they've
taken
taken it. I like the way they've actually taken one player and actually done a sort of storyline to it now. Because it was just like it was more sort of like really the same, and it was like there was nothing really sort of, how can I put it? It was nothing really like, it was just really the same game. You kicked a ball, but not a ball. So, or
it was more or less the same game every year, except just a slight improvement in the graphics.
To be honest, you actually kicked your controller because you lost a game more than you actually.
Or chuck it across the room. I didn't do that once before.
We've probably broken more Xbox controllers than they have improved the game.
Yeah,
that's how to put it. But this year they've just made the game a lot better for a lot of people. I've seen people commenting on posts saying how they don't like career mode or Ultimate Team, but they're interested in playing this. We've never really seen.
I think they might be able to develop this idea now, because like it's
maybe by like doing it so you can make your own character, but then that's going on to a bit like career mode.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're focusing,
it's going to be hard for them, I think.
I mean, if you're like,
one thing that's like,
you carry on.
Okay, yeah. I think the one thing that definitely I quite like in the feature, because in the trailer it does show, in the Journey trailer it shows that the player Alex Hunter is in Man United.
Yeah, and the question is, are you going to be given the option of playing for other clubs? Because the trailer only shows United.
But the only thing is, you can only select any team that is in the Premier League. So like Alex, when you go into like manager career, and then there's that option when you buy Foot Club points, Scout Future Star.
Yes.
That game mode is basically you're that future star player.
Yeah, pretty much.
But to go to abroad to like other leagues, so like the La Liga, the Bundesliga, the Serie A, I have no idea.
I don't know, because I think that I think the game could get a little boring after a while. I know everyone's hyped about it because EA have actually made a change to FIFA. But I think this game could I'm not sure it's going to take off that it won't last long. I can tell you that it's going to get boring.
I have a feeling
it depends really, because you got NBA, you have you got your own basketball career, so it's got like more of a background story to it.
Yeah,
it's almost like a story mode for FIFA.
Like, the thing is, like, are you going to have the replayability? Are you able to, if you can, even select like which team you're going to be? Can you restart it again and try and approach it in a sort of different way? That might get people back, but as Alex said, it's going to be one of those things that it's all hyped, and then it just dies out really quickly. Which,
I mean, I've seen people like leaking gameplay from E3 where they videotaped it, and they're playing the journey. You can see all the way it's set out, but it looks as if it's almost like objectives to do each match. So you must score at least one goal from outside the box and stuff.
Well, I'm fucked then.
It looks as if it's player career, but mainly focusing on your player and its life and stuff outside of football.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually seen in one of the features, I went onto the EA website about the journey, is that you can actually make your own decisions about you on and off the pitch. So like if you wanted to go like training or something, you go to training. If you avoid training, you avoid it, but it affects on your representation. And as well as that, you've actually got you have your own choice of what you want to say in post matches.
Well, I saw a bit of this gameplay where after a match, I'm sure everyone who watches a sport game of football will know that they interview players after the game, and you can even like pick what you have to say about the game, which I find is good.
I like that.
I think the game can. I think it'll get boring after a while.
I have a feeling if they keep it'll be like one of those things that they add. Like it's really like the thing is like Battlefield really pulls it off with stuff like that. They change it every time.
Yeah, but it's a game that's not focused on just one thing.
Yeah.
Battlefield has a lot of things to it. FIFA is just football. After a season, it's going to be like, oh, you're the best player in the world. What now? Because you're just going to be the best player in the world.
And I feel
a bit boring.
And I feel that EA needs to sort of add some sort of like. I think personally, the camera angles should definitely change. I feel that you need to get maybe a bit more close and personal with it. Because I feel
you can. There is an option because obviously, usually it's just set as default as telebroadcast.
Oh, yeah.
But you can set it so it's either closer or like when you're just the player and you can see your player up close.
Okay.
So there is that, but I'd have preferred the journey if you start off at like a very low end league club, something like I don't know, Bristol Rovers.
That's the thing, though. You do get promoted by the FA.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think it'd be a better storyline if you're not just starting off at a Man United academy. I think it'd be cool if you started off at somewhere like a Bristol Rovers academy, and then you worked your way up.
Just jump off a cliff. If you're going to say Bristol Rovers, just gladly jump off a cliff.
I think what you should be given that choice as the person who's playing the game. You should be given the choice on the way to play it. I
mean, I can see why a lot of the people who are looking forward to it are happy, because obviously it's a big change, and none of us as a FIFA community have seen a massive change since they introduced Ultimate Team about 6 years ago.
I'm looking up here right now. It says FIFA 17 gets story mode similar to NBA 2K16. So would it be?
And I also realised that when I was watching clips of the journey, which you can find on YouTube, by the way, it is out there.
Yeah.
The Frostbite engine, like the different sort of graphic, is only noticeable in cutscenes.
Now that's a bit like the thing is like you see all the cutscenes, they're really nice, but then actual in game. But
when you're like the cutscenes, when like you miss something and he looks disappointed, you can see how well the graphics are. But when you're playing kickoff as like normal, it's I can't tell any difference from the Ignite engine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They need to work on the visuals because otherwise it's just really, to be honest, just the same thing. Because
every year at an EA conference, you'll always hear the same bloke going on about always change the different movements in the game. You change the movements every year in the game to try and make it more realistic, and it's fine the way it is. They should keep it. They should change the way the game looks overall.
Does EA have any sort of thing where you can post suggestions? Because I think if they did that, so
they say, we take all the fan suggestions, but the majority of suggestions are what I'm saying now. They
would just ignore.
It's frustrating.
But knowing what they're like, it's like seeing with the Xbox One, not adding a integrated PSU already. It's going to evolve over time, but it should be one of these things that should be done instantly. If you get what I mean. So otherwise, it's just all you're doing is just recycling content.
I appreciate they have changed the game. If you go to the first FIFA, obviously it's going to look really arcade-like. I appreciate that they've gradually got better. You can tell, but with the new engine, you expect a little more.
Yeah.
Because Frostbite is a a very good engine. It's used in things like Battlefield and
It's like with the CPU, you know, we've gone from Haswell to Skylake now, if for Intel, and you know, there's been a lot of stuff that's been great, and that's what we should expect when we're changing from game engines.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So anyway, enough of FIFA because we've
Finally,
been yapping on about that.
finally.
Deck wants to talk about what was it you wanted to talk about, Deck?
Halo Wars 2.
Halo Wars 2. Go on then, Deck.
All right, now I've got to get my document up. Right.
Very professional.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say about this though. I actually am quite excited for the journey for FIFA 17. But I think the one thing what I do wish that they can do, if they are going to like announce it or not, is that you compete with like other players in your star position. So like if you're a striker at I don't know, Chelsea, then obviously you can like battle against like I don't know with the likes of like Diego Costa,
Yeah.
Remy and all of that. Like you fight to get that number one position, and that's the one thing I really hope that they can
Yeah,
announce.
but I think that's just what EA are going to do anyway, isn't it? Because obviously you want to be the best in the
very best Pokemon.
Around.
I
No
want to
one.
be the very best.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait for it.
Um,
Pokemon will get better than this. So yeah.
yeah, but I think I'm not. I think with
He's gone. He's shook. He's shook now. He's gone.
But like you know, every game won't be perfect. There's still going to be these sort of little tweaks and stuff like that needs to that they need to do. And I feel that if EA actually bothers to take feedback from the community a bit more and actually like literally implements it, then they will, because it has possibility. It's just a way that they it's just a way they're developing it, and how they're developing it is just making it seem like the same game every single time.
Well, I think with Alex Hunter, this guy, I think
No one ever keeps you down. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Only me? Okay.
Can I just shoot myself? Thank you very much.
Right, Deck.
Yeah, like
Halo Wars.
anyway.
moving on swiftly.
Halo Wars. Yes. I did actually do a reaction video alongside with Luke showing that it finally got released, an hour and a half late of its initial release.
Well, actually,
on
I
the
just want
Xbox
to point out, if you want to find more about the FIFA, the thingamabob, go and check Deck's channel. He's got a little sort of
with a breakdown.
Yeah, breakdown of the video. So yeah, really.
Okay, so as Luke mentioned in my reaction video, Halo Wars, ... classic of 2009. Well, yeah, but actually there was something I've read and I wanted to put down here, is that the beta that was only released, I believe, Monday.
It was Monday, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my dates right. Is this what happens?
You
when
should
you're
have
not
put that in your
speaking?
document as well.
Monday the 6th, I believe.
Yeah. The beta that was released on Monday only featured one thing, and that was an online mode of domination, which in my own opinion I didn't really like. Sort of fact, I preferred it more when you had to eliminate everyone's bases. But the beta actually shows that the developers have got much more work to do, Still, after the delay of the game, which was originally going to be set during the fall this year, which is now diverted into February the 21st, 2017.
It's like, if you don't mind me interrupting, it's a bit like,
Go ahead.
it's a bit like Half-Life, to be honest. They're like, the people who wanted Half-Life. It's like 10 years. It was on 10 years. I think it was like a few months ago. It was since the old Half-Life was released. 10 years they've been waiting for a new for a new Half-Life, and I mean, like, it's just disappointing, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, like, with any game, to be honest, I say after like 5 years, to be honest, if they haven't brought out a new sequel or something like that to that game, then to be honest, the developers just aren't bothering.
Like with Infinite Warfare, with the massive disappointment, but the only reason why people are getting it is just, the COD 4 remastered.
Which, to be honest, they would have a whole new fan base, or a bigger fan base, to be honest, who would come back to them. To be honest, if they actually had the Modern Warfare 4 as a separate game,
Wait. Modern Warfare 4.
whatever it's called, yeah, yeah, sorry, whatever it is, but. Yeah, but it's more of a con, to be honest. All it is just
You
there
can
to.
tell that Ben hasn't been reading his document.
No, I'm listening. I'm literally getting this off the top of my head. But yeah. I don't talk about Infinite Warfare. I think it's dead. It's dead. But yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, but not gonna lie. All right, there. Well, a bit set. I believe it was 25 years, like the storyline after like the first Halo Wars. I really do hope some of the new features that's going to be available is going to be quite sweet, because me and Luke played the beta. We were going to try and record, but copyright issues for some odd reason. Ava Media banter. But
Wait, did they not allow you to? Did they have this sort of thing? You cannot record any gameplay of it.
Yeah, my Ava Media actually said copyright issues, unavailable to record.
Oh, bloody hell.
That's just banter. But yeah, me and Luke, we've actually noticed a few things. So like there was a generator, I believe it was, instead of fuck, I can't remember the thing it was on the original
Are
Halo.
you reading your document?
I am, but I can't. It was like halfway through, and then I had to go downstairs. All right, Lee. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to remember what I was gonna say. Yeah. So new things, new armory. I think it was a jackrabbit. It was called. I could be mistaken as something else, but it's like these new things that's being featured. And by the way, the Halo Wars campaign story was actually set before Halo Reach. So it's like they feature, the Jackrabbit, but where has it been? Like after that story? You get what I mean?
Not really. He's just face planted. You heard it all there. Yeah, because like literally, I'm not a really big Halo fan, to be honest. But did I hear it right? 25 years since the last one came out.
No. Basically,
Oh.
there's a storyline. So so it's basically 25 years after.
Wait, did you just say 25 years when the last Halo came out?
Yeah, I thought I heard that. I was gonna.
How old do you think we are?
I don't know, to be honest. At this rate.
Right then, when did the Xbox original come out?
Fuck off.
Money.
Oh dear. Hi everyone. Yeah. But carry on.
Oh, 25 years when the last Halo came out.
Oh, there's always going to be a special one, ain't there?
Oh dear.
Right. By the way, I hope you realise that it it was released in 2001.
Ooh. So 14 years old. Not really.
Yeah, very different to 25 years.
Yeah, yeah. I just realised that.
Considering
Yeah,
there has been a Halo game.
Don't worry, Ben. You still got a couple of years before your GCSEs. You can get that done.
I would. Yeah, you know.
Well, let's face it. Halo 4 came out in 2012.
And
So
then you had Guardians
not
out
that
there,
far off. You know,
We must have had like 5 leap years.
We did. Go along with it. So yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Carry on. Poor people who
Yeah,
have leap years. God.
Yeah, it was just my confusion really, because
My confusion.
when I was playing, the games of like Halo Reach, Halo 1 and all of that lot, you actually don't see the Jackrabbit.
Is that a sex toy? Sorry.
Actually, I want to check if I've actually got the name right, because otherwise I'll look like a fucking retard on this stream. Yep, there is a thing called a Jackrabbit. I am right.
I don't know
That
how
does
I
sound
know
like-
that. You know,
I
don't
hope
know.
you realise that does sound like some really dodgy anal bead.
Probably is. Know what they're like. Or the that.
Jackrabbit.
I mean, it has the word rabbit
They
in
got like
it. So
fluffy ears or something.
Going up with a bang in
has
it.
it got the same texture as the Xbox One controller? Or yeah, those rabbit things. No.
What the fuck are you on about now?
Shut up, all right? I don't know.
Where's your like 25 years? Now you're like, it's got the same controller as like the Xbox One, isn't it? It's like, fuck it, dude.
I'm trying to be entertaining, all right? It's not working.
You're doing
love
more than
being
entertaining.
humiliated on this stream.
Hi.
This needs to go on You've Been Framed. The last Halo, isn't I right in saying that the last Halo game came out 25 years ago?
Can someone do that and send us to check, please? That voice break.
25 bloody years ago. Oh,
Hi,
Ben.
I'm a gamer.
Hi
Eli.
everybody, welcome
Sure
to
you
the
are.
Ben71824 new podcast.
Yeah,
This actually came out 25 years ago.
we did. Yeah, actually, to be honest, we came out 7 billion. One. Shut
Shut
up.
the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, carry on. Sorry.
right
So,
now.
yeah, I'm ruining Deck's bit. You know.
Yeah, you are actually.
I don't think there was a bit now. I think we're just having a laugh.
Anyway, moving on to featured person of the week.
The featured person of the week.
Of the week.
Of the week.
Who is it?
I think it's time to make things really. To be honest, right now, the featured person of
There
the
is no featured person of the week this week because Ben didn't write it in his document.
I'm
The
getting
last
to it.
time he actually edited his document was
I actually had to
25 years
read a
ago.
comment by,
Yeah,
Captain Crumple.
it was. I think it's time to make things really awkward, close and personal.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, God.
let's all speak close to our mics.
Hello.
Okay, so the featured person of the week is
So this person has been really sexual to me, and sorry, that's the wrong person. So basically, this person has been a real help to the whole community and the whole team, and has basically, how can I put it, changed how we run things around here now. Well, I'm gonna pull back because it's hard to fucking talk when you're close to a fucking pop filter.
Okay, that basically sounded like Pingu having an orgasm.
I think you've given AIDS to the millions of pixels and people, you know.
Pixels.
You've just represented Pingu,
Yeah.
who is not the featured person of the week.
No, the actual
We have
feature.
no idea who it is.
Well, I do, but I'm getting to
Oh,
it.
he does.
I'm fucking getting to it. So, yeah, basically, this person has been a real helper, and he's actually, developed the or changed, so the visuals of the channel, etc., and all that stuff. So, yeah, to be honest, and yeah, really made a big impact on how how we how can I put it, set do an impression to new people who join the community, etc. Yeah, and really he's sort of transformed the way we do stuff here.
Okay, come on, Crumpet. This is just bullying right now.
Yeah, but really the featured person of the week is Alex. To be honest. So yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Mum, I actually made it. I did something, Mum.
Can someone make sure he gets a gold star? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, one sec, I'm just gonna
I
read through
don't know
chat.
how I've changed the way you run things.
I think you have. I think with the podcast, etc. I feel that we've
In a good way or a bad way?
in a good way. In a good way, to be honest. I
Yeah,
feel,
in a slightly good way, but
well, yeah, there's room for improvement. So yeah, but there's always going to be room for improvement. If you're the biggest person in the world, the biggest lunatic in the world, not me, or some person who's 25 years in the past.
That means you should subscribe to Blue Nose Gaming. Link top line in the description. I'll be there waiting for you.
Hello. But yeah. So yeah, really. I've really enjoyed today's podcast. I don't know about you guys, unless we haven't got anything else to talk about. Then
unless you want to go back,
we actually do need
years
to
and talk
discuss
about the
something.
Wars, then you can go ahead and make my day.
No, we have got something to discuss, which I think all of us want to know.
I'm going to talk about a bit of Discord as well.
Oh, hang on, just before you do.
All right. Okay.
Right. There's something we all want to know, and I'm saying this on behalf of the people watching this.
Okay. Cool.
Where the bloody hell did you get the idea that Halo was the last Halo came out 25 years ago?
So I thought I heard Deck say something about 25 years ago. I know, right? Yeah.
I like Deck's laugh.
Oh god. But yeah, so I want to get onto some Discord chain stuff. I do. So yeah, I'll read chat in a minute.
I'm just watching the stream back to hear Deck's laugh.
Dear. But basically, I want to get onto Discord now. Not onto Discord, but I want to get on talk about Discord. There's been a few changes.
We are on Discord.
We are on Discord. Yes, don't come in, please. But yeah, so we do have some few minor changes that have happened to the Discord. We now have a new rank put in, which is our admins. So there. Oh, thank you, Nightbot, for actually putting the Discord in the chat. That's much appreciated. So we've now got new administrators, which are now there. They're basically like our mods. They've replaced our mods. Our mods now are they're still mods on stream.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Captain Crumpet commented, Ben, you should talk about how we made fun of him and when we disliked each of his vids.
We can. Yeah. So yeah, basically, we've got.
I'm just looking at the stream. I'm really loving the gameplay from my video.
Yeah.
Right, no worries.
Yeah, but
I just saw that. I just noticed that.
Yeah, yeah, but haven't you just noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really pay attention to Twitch.
So basically, yeah. To be honest, we've got some new administrators, stuff like that. In our theme Bob, that's Alex, Luke, Deck, and Dan. They're our new administrators. They basically are going to be like they're going to be like our mods. Our mods on the Twitch stream, they are going to be exactly the same as they are We might change up some of those, but yeah, to be honest, that's really all I have to talk about apart from stuff like that. So yeah, rules have been implemented onto Discord as well. Whenever you join and get a link to Discord, you'll be taken to the introductory page where you can read the rules, etc., stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys haven't got anything else to talk about, then we will end it here, to be honest. Have we got anything else to talk about?
No.
Yeah. I just want to say something.
Okay.
Hey. So I'm just getting a bit of a problem here. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
But anyway, guys, before I end, I want to say a big thanks to Dak, but not only Alex, for coming along today and joining the new redesigned podcast thingamabob. We are now going to hopefully attempt and actually script these. Yeah.
Tribute to Superstar Pimp.
Yeah, Pimp. Yeah, that's our new thingamabob. If you are wondering what, because you're a bit lonely, for example, go over to Luke's channel. He's uploaded a new video on there now. Not on there now, not right now, but he's uploaded a new video a bit earlier on before we started the stream. So yeah,
Cheeky bastard.
Tomorrow, guys, we are live again. I'm getting back into it again. So yeah, really, yeah, I've really enjoyed today. I have. Don't know about you guys.
It was good.
It was good. It was good.
It was good.
Yes.
Okay, now that's done, I can take a shit.
We're still streaming, you know.
Oh shit!
Dex just announced on stream he's taking a shit. If anyone's near him, if anyone's near his area, you now know that he's taking a shit. Thank you. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, as I say, a big thanks to Dak and Alex for coming along today. It's much appreciated as always. We might see them next week. I don't know. But yeah. Also, a big thanks to you guys for coming along, etc. We're changing how things run here. So yeah. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, then a follow is much appreciated. But other than that, a big thanks to Alex and Deck for coming along today. It's much appreciated as always. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. So yeah, really. I'll be seeing you tomorrow at normal time, 4:30. So yeah.
The bus is not delayed.
That's if the bus is not delayed. If it's not, it'll be half an hour. It'll be half an hour earlier. No, later, not earlier.
Expected around 4:30 to 5 o'clock.
Yes. So yeah, really. Anyway, guys, I'll be seeing you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
He's actually firing shots.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.